Hey, turn it up a little bit. I want you to have your way. Yeah, I love it when you boss up, yeah. Call a shot, yeah, when you tell me come through. I pull up, hop out, yeah, cause I love it when you boss up, yeah. Call the shot, yeah, when you tell me how you want it, I'm too pop, yeah. Work it like I'm working two jobs, yeah. Cause I love it when you boss up, yeah. Call the shot, yeah, when you tell me come through. I pull up, hop out, yeah, cause I love it when you boss up, yeah. Call the shot, yeah, when you tell me how you want it, I'm too pop, yeah. Work it like I'm working two jobs, yeah, I fucking love it when you tell me what you drink. Tell me don't mix it, make it straight. Tell me don't mix you up with the mother bitch. Get mixed up with me, that's the perfect mixture. Have your way. Little baby, have your way. All day. It's whatever you say, cause I love it when you boss up, yeah. Wait. Boss up, yeah. Take it off and you floss when you know how to boss up. Yeah. I can stop across, but I want to cross. Yeah. Like, fuck the police, yeah. Get it up, like, ooh. Get them up. They hate you so much, you could at least talk boss, yeah. Boss up. Tell that boy that you need a better offer. If you wanna be a baller, shot caller, 20 years late on that Ferrari caller. I don't need directions, just tell me when to go. Oh, I love it when you boss up, yeah. Call the shot, yeah, when you tell me come through. I pull up, hop out, yeah, cause I love it when you boss up, yeah. Call the shot, yeah, when you tell me how you want it, I'm too pop, yeah. Work it like I'm working two jobs, yeah, I fucking love it when you boss up, yeah. Call the shot, yeah, when you tell me come through. I pull up, hop out, yeah, cause I love it when you boss up, yeah. Call the shot, yeah, when you tell me how you want it, I'm too pop, yeah. I'm all into it like a new job, yeah. Cause I love it when you have your way. Little baby, have your way. All day. It's whatever you say, cause I love it when you boss up, yeah. Call the shot, yeah, when you tell me how you want it, I'm too pop, yeah. Work it like I'm working two jobs, yeah, I fucking love it when you. Came in and first had bad luck. Got a whole lot of room I ain't had that. We done told I let everybody mad at me. Double roll, I let everybody smash it. He ready cause he know it's like to be a father. Hey. Hope you ready cause you know it's like to be a father. Hey, the only way we know to come. Squad up, never roll alone. We gon' ride on forever. We ride out together. Pull up right in, you on. Play going straight, that's how we roll. We gon' ride on forever. Wait, ride out, get right out. When I drive 6 cars in the driveway, cash in the driver door, spinning through a highway. Feel like a matador, fresh out the catalog. What far we are, far crew like domino. Paper chase, domino, saw my dogs ride and smoke my heavy like the Pope. But I gotta go, we are not alone. Boy, better check your tone, you gon' need a lot of help. I ain't fucking break loans. Sit with us, table last supper. Come to the brothers, some bad motherfuckers. We ain't nothing but pure luxury. You looking left to me, should be looking up to me. Preferably one of the best. See, I could be next now and forever to death. We know you will never respect. Stay ahead of the rest. We just sit back, relax, do what they say. Pray. The whole way we know we go. Wide up, never roll alone. We gon' ride on forever. We ride out together. Pull up right in zone. Play going straight, that's how we roll. We gon' ride on forever. We ride out together. Got no time to waste. Ain't no way these niggas stopping me. Oh no, I put my mind away. It's not a problem. Only real ones follow. Hey, look, and I can do this in my flow. Blindfold, time's over. Ride slowly. I got women and got soldiers. I ain't but you try to get it, so like sober. Talking no melatonin, get it and fight cold. Niggas be fighting. That's the reason niggas sleep when they're flying. You don't believe it, you're trying. We don't believe it, you're trying. I call the people to leave them 100 pieces divided. That's gold, brother. And I believe no life for something. And I ain't really going for it. He said, what she said. Keep it to what he said. I know this shit that all you get might leave you in this state. The whole way we know to go. Wide up, never roll alone. We gon' ride on forever. We ride out together. Pull up right in zone. Play going straight, that's how we roll. We gon' ride on forever. We ride out together. It's with all the brothers rising in the parties. You got caught up, but you was right there with him. So the police asked you questions, you don't cry. Is you loyal, is you real, is you fake? When I can't tell, that's the type of way that I hate. You got that fake friend syndrome, and it's no cure, so your symptoms is no show. You know it's cold. Sugar brand, hold it down, never fold. Like it's a kiss from your piggy bank. Hold up. Each one, oh, each one of these guys, just nuts to this. I do this back, gonna get the stick. I'm just trying to make my leg go quick. Me and my day one. All right, what's up? What's up? How you doing, people? It's your boy cityoftruth91 back again for another live stream. Okay, we're gonna get into it today. Okay, we're gonna get into it today. All right, because there's a lot to talk about. Okay, there's a lot that's been going on with what's going on out here in these YouTube streets right now. I actually started the audio. Hold on. We're gonna talk about first. We're gonna talk about Mr. Fantastic Stream. Critique that. All right. All right. Let me get set up. Okay. So here we go. This is Mr. Fantastic Stream from earlier today. And we're going to see what he's talking about.
Like, let's say there was some kind of misandrous thing that happened in the news. They'll just punch you in something like, they hate black men. You want to be in a situation where if you're having to upload, that it just gets found in Google as well. That it's possible that it's in different places, but YouTube definitely has the ability to pull it for now. So we've seen platforms come and go. MySpace, Facebook is dying, Twitter is dying. So these things come and go, but I just think that brothers should not be depending on Instagram. It's not smart.
But the thing is, though, they have come through and monopolized this industry to a point where they're purchasing any competitors coming up. I mean, if you have a business, if you have a social media company that's basically on the rise, right?
All right, that's not the definition of monopoly, by the way. Okay, purchasing competitors is not a monopoly. A monopoly
If it was a true monopoly, they, they would have the ability to stop competitors from ever coming onto the market in the first place. But I digress.
And you have execs from Facebook or execs from Google coming through, hey, we got $1 billion, $3 billion. That's what stock change them. We're going to buy you out. They bought YouTube from the two guys that started at the $6 billion. No. But yeah, and also too, like maybe like you had library I was talking about. Yeah. Google blocked it on the App Store. Wow. Like you can't even download it. Yeah, man. So you can't even use it. Like you don't put it on your smartphone, so they got the shit on lock like that. Yeah, they did the same thing with Gap. Yeah, they did the same. Yeah, and then Gap, they created an app called the Center that will allow you to comment on any web page, right? So YouTube was like taking out comment streams from different controversial topics or whatever. They would maybe curate the comment streams, or they would just get rid of it entirely. Same thing goes with like Twitter and Facebook. So the Center, the app, basically circumvent that, allowing you to have a comment box on any website, on any page. So whether it be a video or whether it be a web page, whether it be a news story, you can actually have a decentralized comment stream. And they banned that from the App Store. And whoever that on the chat, it's spelled LBRY.TV. Yeah. It's like another YouTube, and Google blocked it because of nudity or some bullshit like that. But they found some bullshit reason to block it. But it had like 300, they had like hella downloads, and then they took it off the App Store.
Well, you got a situation where they were blocking New York Post and all these other major news outlets.
Bro, they blocked the freaking press secretary for the United States president.
They blocked a story from the New York Post, wiped it from Facebook and Twitter.
Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know.
I
didn't know that. I didn't know that they blocked the Trump press secretary.
And you can't send a link at DM. Like you can't send it to a friend.
Yeah, dude. That's too much power for them to have. And unfortunately, because I'm a person that I want to see like an open free market, and I've always believed on a private platform. You gotta do what you want to do. But what happens is that once you become too big and you have the ability to like sway elections, you become almost like a utility. And I think what's about to happen is that because of Twitter's actions, Facebook's actions on this whole Hunter Biden case, they're going to end up saying that you guys are no longer just a private company anymore.
Yes, that's just not going to happen, bro. They have all the fun in the world to do this.
Now, I actually agree with King Sigma there. I do think that there will be, some administration that comes to power that will try to make basically the internet public utility. I do think that will happen. I don't know how successful it will be ultimately. Only time will tell. But I do think King Sigma was very sharp pointing that point out.
Yeah, bro. Because Facebook and Twitter and these big social media companies, they put too much money in the coffers of these politicians, man. The politicians, they'll have all these theories, they'll have them come up there and this is the importance of this Hunter Biden thing and the alleged participation of possibly Joe Biden being a participant of it. If you drain the swamp and you expose all of these politicians that are on the tape, now not only does the president have the premise, but he also has the support of the people to see that, hey man, these motherfuckers are controlling y'all, and they are literally in bed with these motherfuckers. That's where this, like I said, this is no longer just social media. This is a bought and paid for influence of the American people and the mindset of it.
Okay, now he's talking about the Hunter Biden thing. And I've been hearing a lot of people talk about that lately. Okay, the whole Hunter Biden, and I'm gonna go to Fox News. I'm gonna go to a conservative site just for the hell of it. I'm gonna read about it really quick. Okay. Let's Okay, here we go. Hunter Biden email story. Computer repair store owner describes handling of a laptop to FBI. So the man, John Paul Mac Isaac, and he can't be 100% sure it was Hunter Biden who dropped off the computer for repair. Okay. The owner of a Delaware computer repair store, where a man he believes was Hunter Biden, dropped off a laptop that allegedly contained emails detailing an opportunity for a meeting between former Vice President Joe Biden and top Burisma executive and other disturbing items, told Fox News on Wednesday. He was frightened by what he saw. The man, John Paul Mac Isaac, said he has a condition that affects his vision and can't be 100% sure if it was Hunter Biden who dropped off the computer for repair. The Wilmington shop owner said he contacted the FBI out of concern, but declined to specify what he meant. Okay. Hunter Biden emails under investigation by Senate Homeland Security after hard drive report emerges. Okay. Isaac's claim that the laptop in question belonged to Hunter Biden has yet to be substantiated. Isaac told the New York Post what first published the emails earlier Wednesday that he determined it was Hunter Biden because the laptop had a sticker from the Bo Biden Foundation, which is named after his late older brother. Okay. I just don't know what to say or what I'm allowed to say. I just said I know that I saw stuff, and I was concerned. I was concerned that somebody might want to come looking for this stuff eventually, and I wanted it out of my shop. Okay. When asked, Isaac, whose social media posts indicate is a supporter of President Trump, rejected the possibility that the laptop did not belong to Hunter Biden and was an attempt to set him up. Okay. Hunter Biden's overseas businesses dealings drew renewed scrutiny following the New York Post publication of a 2015 email reportedly exchanged between him and an executive at Ukrainian energy firm Burisma Holdings. Okay. At the time, Hunter Biden served on the company's board of directors. Okay? Isaac said the man who he believes to be Hunter Biden dropped off 3 laptops at his store in April 2019, only one of which was salvageable. While repairing the laptop, Isaac said he discovered stolen material. His customer did not return for the laptop within 90 days, and Isaac could not get in touch with him. Isaac said he first searched the emails by keyword in June or July 2019. If I'm somebody that has no journalistic ability no detective ability or investigative ability, and I was able to find stuff in a short period of time, somebody else should have been able to find something to show, Isaac said. Okay, in September, he contacted an intermediary about the emails. The intermediary then contacted the FBI. Okay, Isaac said the intermediary is an American citizen who has known for decades, but declined to provide further details about their identity. Okay. According to Isaac's account, the FBI first made a forensic copy of the laptop, then returned weeks later with a subpoena and confiscated it. When he stopped hearing from the FBI, Isaac said he contacted several members of Congress who did not respond. At that point, his intermediary reached out to Rudy Giuliani's attorney, Robert Costello. Okay? An attorney for Hunter Biden told the New York Post that Giuliani has been pushing widely discredited conspiracy theories about the Biden family, openly relying on actors tied to Russian intelligence. Okay? An FBI spokesperson declined Fox News requests for comment, citing the bureau's practice of neither conforming nor denying the existence of an investigation. The representatives for Delaware's U.S. Attorney's Office did not immediately respond to multiple requests for comment. When contacted by the New York Post, a spokesperson for the Delaware U.S. Attorney's Office said, "My office can neither confirm nor deny the existence of an investigation." The New York Post published photos of a Delaware federal subpoena that detailed the FBI's seizure of a laptop and hard drive. Okay. When asked what he hoped would come of the information once it went public, Isaac was ambivalent about his motives. He acknowledged the current political landscape had played a role in his actions and specifically referenced Trump's impeachment as a motivating factor. Okay, above all, I wanted safety and security, Isaac said. I wanted anonymity. I wanted just to be able to wash my hands of it and like it never happened. And that did not happen. Oops, we couldn't access this tweet. Okay? In the email published by the New York Post, Vadim Kozlowski, an advisor to the board of Burisma, thanked Hunter Biden for introducing him to then Vice President Joe Biden. Less than a year after the meeting took place, Biden is accused of pressuring the Ukrainian government to fire a prosecutor who had launched an investigation into Burisma. Okay. Dear Hunter, thank you for inviting me to DC. Dear Hunter, thank you for inviting me to DC and giving me an opportunity to meet your father and spend some time together. It's realty and honor and pleasure, the email reads. Okay, in an earlier email from 2014, which was obtained by Fox News, Hashirowski, who was said to be Burisma's #3 executive, asked Biden for advice on how you could use your influence to help the company. The Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee is investigating the newly released emails Fox News confirmed. The Biden campaign pushed back on the allegations in a report asserting that a review of the former vice president's official schedule from the time showed that no meeting, as alleged by the New York Post, ever took place. The investigators by the press during the impeachment and even by the Republican-led Senate committees, whose work was decried as not legitimate and political by a GOP colleague, have all reached the same conclusion that Joe Biden carried out official U.S. policy towards Ukraine and engaged in no wrongdoing. Biden campaign spokesman Andrew Bates said in a statement Trump administration officials have attested to these facts under oath. Okay. Critics have long alleged that Hunter Biden leveraged his father's position in the Obama administration to enrich himself in his personal business deal. The Trump campaign has repeatedly attacked Biden on the campaign trail regarding his son's conduct. Okay? When pressed on the matter by Trump during the first presidential debate last month, Joe Biden again denied Hunter had engaged in any wrongdoing. My son did nothing wrong at Burisma. He doesn't want to let me answer because he knows I have the truth, Joe Biden said. His position has been thoroughly discredited by the media, by our allies, by the World Bank, by everywhere. Okay, and that's the actual article. All right, from Fox News about the incident. So, hold on. So let's continue.
It's dangerous. It's a major issue problem. And I agree with you. Before now, he wasn't able to do it because he didn't have the proof. But now, what do you think about this now? If you have this proof where you get Joe Biden implicated in this Burisma thing, allegedly, without a doubt proven, especially if it's any type of child inappropriate material off with it too, bro. All of these big fat motherfuckers, bro, demolished.
So they're saying that they found pedophilia and stuff on this guy's laptop. That's crazy, y'all. That's crazy. Okay. And Trump has said he wants to go after these pedophilia rings and stuff like that. So, is Hunter Biden a part of a pedophilia ring? We'll have to ask that question.
As far as any of the public control and all this shit, like I said, they're going to change it over to the classification. They're going to tax the hell out of them, and they're going to have no choice or reason but to be able to fucking break it up and have something and get back to control and do a little big they wanted it. Because, like I said, capitalism is great, but like you said, you never ever allow a fucking business to become a fucking monopoly or just so fucking powerful. Amazon, Google, and they're on the cusp of it, right?
Okay, but historically, a lot of companies have reached that level, both present day and in the past. Google today has more money than the U.S. government. Go look that up.
Like I said, these motherfuckers got so much money, it's ridiculous. I think when Amazon is set up to be, Bezos set up to be probably the first trillionaire in business. Okay, so when a motherfucker has an opportunity to get power like that, man, that is fucking scary. So about years ago, like if when you get this, especially from the social media aspect of it, and again, like I said, think about it why they call it social media. Social media is just short for socialism media, bro. That's what happens to right for our eyes. But the thing is, bro, I what you're saying, man. There has been ample example in the past that the president should have been hopped on. That's why they had that they had a conference, I believe it was back in 2018, where they actually had a conference on social media censorship. It was a couple months ago too. But then he invited a whole. This is like no problem. They've had hearings on it, bro. This is why I say nothing's going to change. Nothing is.
Because one of the things about public perception is that you may be rich and you may have all that power, but public perception plays a role. So when you have the rank and file American voters having conversations like we're having now, that brings about certain kind of changes. It doesn't always happen overnight. For example, even when you look at the Sherman Antitrust Act of like 1890, that didn't happen in 1 year or 2 years. It was over time that the railroad companies and different industries, they had gotten so greedy and gotten so much control over the political process and the social discourse that enough people just started saying, hey, this is too much. And you mentioned, well, they're going to miss money. Well, who even have a Sherman Antitrust Act?
Okay, he's right about that. Kingston was right about that.
You wouldn't have any of these laws if it was just about money. Public perception has a role, and there's always like
absolutely. I don't discount that at all. I just stay skeptical on shit, man. Especially when it comes to any type of legislation or any type of bill that will help the American people. I'm just screaming.
Okay, now that was Mr. Fantastic for today. Now let's go to RBR Network. Let's see what's going on with it. This was a day ago. All right, this was yesterday. Let's skip up here. Oh shit, Maximum Black is back in RBR's live stream. So let's see what he was talking about.
Yeah, no, that's I'm just saying that Breonna Taylor had been like Sandra Bland had been vocal on police killing people, and so the mayor, according to her, the mayor wanted her to go out there and tell the protesters of George Floyd to calm down, to not be the Antifa and the mother, to not be moving and rioting, and she said she didn't want to do it. I mean, so, I never heard that either. Yeah, they go after her boyfriend, and then they find out that her old boyfriend was selling drugs. And so
right, because second boyfriend don't have a background either. That's the firearm. So then you don't have to put things that yes, he did interviews over there. And I'm with his men online, and that's just how I am. But he tried to protect us. He did registered firearm. He had no background, no criminal background. I think he had.
Right. You know, goddamn, if you think you're gonna win a battle against the fucking armed police, you fight big.
Yeah, it's not really that. It was to protect people.
I don't know how much protection it was, but he was standing behind them, and he ended up with 5 shots in the body. I don't know what he's
I don't think you know the whole story, though. I'm not going to listen to all of these.
They turn the cameras off. When they kill black people, they always turn the cameras off. Which tells you something right there. They turn the cameras off. And so, well, did the mother say, did the boyfriend say she was asleep, or did he say she was standing up on the pole and shit, dancing on the pole? What did he say? What did he say? Did he say she was asleep, or that she was?
He was in the hallway. I think he was different before.
He said that he was behind him. He was holding her hand.
Keep in mind, this is 1 o'clock in the morning. What were they doing up? Motherfuckers don't even be up at 1 o'clock in the morning. Well, yeah, they wake up. You don't get on the pole and shit.
They're going to be up every day.
Well, I'm just saying, what they're saying she was doing, and what came out first, that she was asleep. I don't know how they did that. I don't know how that happens. I don't know how. Like,
okay, so it sounds like they're talking about Breonna Taylor.
I said, if she's standing behind her, then how the hell she get out?
I want to know the protection because to be behind him, like you said. I thought she got lit up.
Before though, are you saying so? Were you the bridge between what she used to do with regard to anti-police department to it being a setup killing? Because then, I mean, that was obviously that or some other reason have a lot to do with why they're doing it. Because how you put it is not going to make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing with Sandy. See, what I was saying yesterday is, if you're black, they want to get you in the system. How come? Because they want to set you up. They want to kill all of us. They're not trying to select who they kill. They're not kill the black conservatives. They want to kill all of us. So they had her in the system. They had her boyfriend in the system. They had the ex-boyfriend in the system. Why? So they can know who has a gun, who doesn't, who's violent, who's not. So yeah, they weren't going to shoot him. They were going to shoot her, which is what they did. Because
okay, now he has no evidence of none of that. Everybody talks about the Breonna Taylor case. They don't make a clear case. They say, well, she was anti-police, and that they said the same thing about Sandra Bland. In reality, if Sandra Bland had just complied and conducted herself in such a way to get out of that situation in one piece, would still be here today. Okay, instead, she talked back and she escalated the thing. I'm not saying that the cop was in the right. I think he overstepped as well. But, when the time to argue your case is not on the curbside with a cop that has a gun, who may be trigger happy. The time to argue your case is in the actual courtroom. And you got to bring forth documentation and fact. Okay? That's my issue with that.
There is some question about whether or not his bullets hit the cop, or whether or not it was friendly fire.
They said it was his bullets. They did it.
Did that? Of course they did that. But there is some question about whether or not his bullet is the bullet that hit the cop. So they have the bullet.
Oh yeah, I just thought about something. I forget too. He said that she was going to go out and put it around.
I mean, they man, he lit her up like a Christmas tree. I believe he jumped out the way.
He said he kept trying to get her to hit the line. He didn't pull the interview.
He got shot 5 times.
That's it.
Right, and he's not opposed to being black and not understanding what the fuck is going on. And I'm not saying he's dumb. I'm just saying if he doesn't know the whole story, then he's not going to be a good source for what the hell's going on. If they really did have the brother in custody, the other boyfriend, he was in custody, and he says he didn't say anything about Breonna, but but they knew he was Brianna's ex-boyfriend. That gave them an excuse to get a warrant to go into her house and kill her, and that's just crazy.
And all they had to do was call me, ask them, you still have that. That's all it is. Not just fire on. They lied on the postmaster, just the postmaster first.
They wanted to kill her, and so they did. And they'll try to get him to say that she was stashing the drugs at her house with the ex-boyfriend, with the current boyfriend, with the new boyfriend. That's
the second one, I don't think he's over. But I don't even think pretty smart person. The way he's talking and he's a little bit pieces like this.
You can be naive. They don't have to do that with the streets and all that shit.
And that's the thing is the allegation that her boyfriend was involved in the dope game. And I think I heard some pretty solid information from Brandon Tatum about that. If that's true, you take your own life into your own hands when you pursue certain lifestyles. Okay, and when you pursue certain lifestyles, you can't get mad. That have certain volatility to them. You can't get mad when the shit blows up in your face because ultimately you put yourself in that position. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. I know a lot of people don't see it like that, but that's how I look at it.
But if he got guns, he thinks he can shoot the police. He's naive.
It's about protecting your family.
Yeah, but you ain't protecting your family. 12 police officers kick your door in. You ain't doing shit.
There's an idea of me trying to protect. I don't know what kind of mean you use.
He's a fool.
Because I'm going to protect my kids if I got to go out.
You ain't going to protect your kids.
Yeah, I know. I'm serious. That's the one person so reaction.
You got some old fantasy type shit.
No, not a fantasy. That's it.
You don't
I have to take kids on my life and about my kids.
You can't give motherfuckers an excuse to kill your girlfriend. That's crazy.
No, I wouldn't. You want me to look at that on my baby.
If they got a warrant, then they're supposed to go in there and search the place to see if there's any drugs in there, which is what they did after they killed Brianna, and they didn't find anything.
They kept changing the lies too, the police, and the neighbors already spoke on that the police lied. I'm being with you.
Yeah, but at some
point.
point.
Anyway, them brothers say down there. That's why I never wanted to live down there. I heard how to live down there. I just have to let it go. They all told me they were from the they walked there. I think you got to country go back. That's California, though.
I think everybody black that buys a gun is thinking that somebody black or Obama in Cold South are going to break into their house and then they're going to shoot. And Obama break into their house. But it's a fallacy. Black people aren't breaking. Yeah, well, that's a lie because the police are going to kill you. But anyway, I know they probably will get fucked around and get killed. But what I'm saying is, they buy those guns for black people, and then the cops use that. The black people have a gun as an excuse to kill. See, that's well, you're talking about the white people.
So we just down there,
no, we just vote in our office.
The person in office is always being racist.
Yeah, well, you can lie all you want. Well, you can lie all you want, but if you I'm looking at the history. Obama wasn't no fucking racist. I knew whether or not Obama was a racist. He wasn't. Okay.
Obama can't be racist. He's so powerful.
And so Scottie Pippen is not going to model his team after teams. After people that win. After people that are successful. That's what he's going to model his team.
It's about dedication and deal with it. They not like that no more. They not made like how he was made back then.
Well, you can't go into that attitude because you'll build the Clippers. What you have to do is go into the attitude. Yeah, well, you have to have the attitude that you can build a team like the Bulls. That has to be the attitude. And people who know how the team was built are most suited to build that kind of a team. But obviously, it would be nice. It's probably improbable that I would go to see it, but it would be nice to see the Obama Museum.
You want to go there? You can visit his house too. My friend used to say his last friend.
Yeah, it was nice. That would be nice to see.
I see it too, though.
All right, now RBR ain't about to go nowhere. He ain't about to do nothing but sit in his house in Koreatown, Los Angeles, and do these 3 and 4 hour shows every day. You know he ain't about to go nowhere.
Yeah, you will get right down the street tomorrow. We'll get to somehow. Or second half, you just go right down the street maybe.
Yeah. Well, I think it's
they had to build up though. You got like these blocks of propagation and stuff. I think they said he did. I don't know if they moved that guy.
Yeah, they gotta probably move to DC, which is cool. But yeah.
They can use the college now. They the other two like.
Yeah, they're in college. But I want you to use him as a role model, not Trump as a Nazi. Okay.
You know, one Nazi got first. And everybody sure.
Well, the racists are telling you don't vote for either, so you won't vote for the Democrat. But don't.
I'm not saying I'm just tired of being loud and strict as a black person.
Joe Biden didn't lie to Ice Cube. But he ain't gonna let Ice Cube lie that he's the same as Trump, because he's not.
I feel like Ice Cube.
Ice Cube doesn't have the political awareness.
I haven't heard anything from the Democrats.
Because the Democrats.
Yeah, they got to come up with a plan for us. I'm only looking out for us.
No, they don't. The motherfucker was in office for 8 years. Gave you $4 trillion.
I'm talking about now, though.
Yeah, well, he's gonna do the same thing.
I'm not trying to be funny.
More the president gave you is $4 trillion, so that's a fucking lie. $4 trillion. You got it. Yeah, it was a black.
I don't know what race.
No, that's a lie. No president.
No,
well, why the fuck would you think that a black president would only govern for black people?
All right, that's about enough about RBR for today. So check out BMT. He did a show about like civil war like the other day, but YouTube took that shit down. You know what I mean? They took that shit down. And it was actually a good show. I watched it, but oh, let's see it is.
Why would you lie like that, man? Huh? Why do you try to make it seem like I was more like I doggone was the only person that was consistent? You were doggone calling me up about shows, sending me information about stuff to talk about. You wanted to talk about kinky BDSM? I mean, that's cool. Hey. That was cool. You told me about your birthday. I had fun. But one thing I don't like is doggone when we lie and say that, you know, only just one person was playing the game. See, what you gotta understand is, let me give you a nice cute word. Reciprocity. That's a nice word. The practice of exchanging things with others for mutual benefit, especially privileges granted by one country or organization or another. That's a nice word. I can't find a way to use that word. And I get it. You know, we had worker relationships. Okay. You see, I'm okay to talk about my demons. I'm fine with it. I'm okay to say I fucked up. I'm okay to admit that, yes, I was talking to an older woman, you know, that was married, and I was a married man, and we had consensual video time of, you know, making videos, you know, stuff where, you know, we had our little video sessions and shit. But don't make it seem like I was doing something. You told me your birthday was coming up. You wanted me to know about your special days. You wanted to show me your cute little outfit and shit. I don't know why you felt the way you did. You like to sit on panels and talk about people. So I want you to know, she does not mind, like the people say, jumping around from chat to chat, sticking up in y'all face, calling y'all female sis, and talking about y'all.
Yeah, I think he's talking about the brother that was naked in the live stream.
To other men. So much for the fucking sisterhood. Y'all want to know how she know about y'all panels? I can admit, you know. I opened up Pandora's box. That's fine that FKT says my name. That's fine. I say FKT, but I know FKT. I've been over the unicorn man. What you do
You the fuck nigga. You be asking me to send you the link. So you can be put on. You don't mind stripping butt naked. That's what you like. Hey, I was fully naked on your stream. I didn't know if you were trying to like bomb my pictures, bomb my channels and shit. And yeah, I laughed it off when you was butt naked. Hmm? Why would you try to jump on the panel butt naked? Hmm? I ain't never jumped on the panel butt naked. I ain't never done that shit before. I may drink some beer. Hmm? I may drink some beer. I may come on goddamn tired as fuck and fall asleep on the panel. That is fair. So make sure you tell them that you can't come on the panel butt naked. The next time you try to paint some kind of bullshit, let that set it that you, a mother, that dog gonna have another man raising your fucking kids while you talk to a younger nigga about my dick while you strip butt naked for me. Explain that to your man. Now I'm married one time. You on your second marriage with a man raising your kids. Just think about it. You, a woman, a man was noble enough to take on you and your children while you get to be a stay-at-home mom while he goes to work. Around 12:04 p.m. while he goes to work, busting his ass for you, get to play around butt naked with yourself for another man. Check and bait. We gotta go to hell, baby. Let's go to hell together. And we gotta tell on our bullshit. Let's make sure we tell the truth. But one thing I will never do is doggone tell another nigga you ain't shit. When you that same broad that you ain't shit for fucking with that nigga for no pay. I ain't never said I wasn't shit. I own up to my bullshit. I get people can probably look at me and say, yo, like, hey, I made one family. You have two families. You want to play a game? Let's play a game and show our mate these text messages in full form and fashion. And you explain to him why you hit up another nigga 20 hours away about some birthday goddamn day. The old nigga ain't want it with you. Is an entanglement. Oh, these goddamn entanglements. So when you preach to women, when you tell men that they should pick up women that have children, do you tell them about the bullshit that you do? See, at least I'll be a man if you're on the couch. I'll be a man and I'll blow up my foot. I'll take my look like a man. You think you can play the same game with me? Huh? Robbie, come on now, we both exposed. You said, I like that ass. I mean, it was something. I mean, I would have shown you how to porn bomb my goddamn channel. But hey, it's all good. Thank you, Robbie. No, I'm actually sober. I'm actually very sober. DMT is not drunk. Very sober. You don't ever forget somebody's ass like that. There's a few things ain't no amount of liquor can make you forget that ass. So strike that one down for the record, man. I don't think we need to talk about this, okay? Oh. No matter what you try to tell people, just make sure you tell people the truth.
Now I understand she's probably trying to play innocent, but she's just thinking that y'all dumb. I'm not gonna play like I'm innocent. I'm not gonna play like I didn't know what I was doing. She don't want her camera trying to play damage control. Why you trying to play damage control? Just say, yeah, it is what it is. You see how bad when you try to have that y'all see how bad when people try to put on that type of narrative that they're a good preacher girl? But the good preacher girl is the girl behind there giving hand jobs out for free. I'm not sure. I know I got my problem. And I'm very transparent and open about it. But I don't have to run my channel. It's all going, she's trying to show Google Hangouts. I'm showing y'all text messages. That means I directly had access to her. Think about it. Just think about it, y'all. If you weren't fucking with me like that, why would you give me direct access to your phone? You see how some people be lying? Men and women? I accept whatever y'all say. I accept that about me. I'm gonna be a man on my shit. I'm on my shit. I don't go text message men talking about other women. I don't go text message men showing my naked body while my man is out there providing food on the table for me and my damn kid.
God damn.
So I'm gonna see y'all guys later. Y'all put together whatever narrative y'all want to put together. But make sure you know. Make sure y'all know EMT actually was on. Y'all can all gonna have that. Make sure y'all know. Send the link, please. Send the link, please. All this other stuff.
Okay, all right. Let's go to let's check out. Let's check out the Black Authority a little bit. Oh, he's live right now too. No, but I think I would want to analyze his live stream afterwards. It looks like it's a good live stream. It looks like he's talking about Roland Martin and Ice Cube. But let's talk about the previous one. Let's analyze that.
Everywhere, if they see white power, what they perceive as white power diminishing in any way, that's what the threat is. Because they're like, you're weakening us, and that will leave us open and vulnerable to the Negroes. Now, they don't say it like that. They don't use those words, because remember, they communicate code words. They don't use those words. They don't say it like that. They don't say it like that. Yes, I know the Australians with the Dutch came out of Australia like that, but that's not the real point. The real point is they don't have any inheritance in South Africa. The Dutch lineage in Australia has no inheritance in South Africa. They have none. They're just being on code. They're just being on code. But in any case, they see the world globally. And because they see the world globally, they are taking stock of anything that diminishes their power, any lessening of their power and influence. They take all of that personally. All of it. So just understand that when they start talking about COVID-19 restrictions, you're like, well, why are they so upset? What does it have to do with black people? Because if you are weakening what they see as white people's unfettered powers to move and operate as they please, well, you're reducing our power, which means you're reducing us to a Negro state. You're reducing us to a Negro condition. That's going to make all of us equally vulnerable. That's going to make all of us equally vulnerable. You got to understand, it hasn't gone unnoticed by the white supremacists that ever since this pandemic kicked off, you got a whole bunch of videos of black folks checking white people and saying, where's your mask? Folks are getting the brakes beat off of them, and they're seeing black folks doing too much out here. They're beating the brakes off of people. This opens up all kinds of new situations. All of a sudden, black people concealing their identity is no longer illegal. You can walk in stores and wear. When they first started doing the you gotta wear a mask thing, they were harassing black folks, and they told them, no, you gotta stop harassing them. Now black folks can go everywhere. You know what that means? Now when they're showing up at the rallies, they're doing something that I said a decade ago. They're showing up with their faces covered. And all of a sudden, they're not getting abused anymore. All of a sudden, they're not getting abused no more.
Because what you're understanding is hell. When everybody wearing a mask, that means everybody's equal. Now folks are starting to understand, well, hell, if we all equal, ain't nothing between you and me but air and opportunity. Put in work. They understand that. They understand they've been catching the bad side of all of it. So yes, they have a very vested interest in making sure that this state of suppressing the citizens comes to an end as quickly as possible because they are becoming too vocal. They're supposed to be able to show their face. They're supposed to be able to conceal their faces. You have to show yours so they can target you. But all types of things have been curtailed now. And they are ultra sensitive to that. They're ultra sensitive to it. The article goes on to say that Adam Peisker, an officer with the Michigan Home Guard, one of the largest militias in the state. This article just called this guy an officer, all right, with more than 300 members, condemned the men charged this week, saying he knew one who, quote, has a past of not fitting in well and being kicked out of militias. He said the Wolverine and Watchmen were not a known militia, but that is common for militias to form in Michigan, then dissolve or merge with national groups. Peisker, 32, a firefighter in southeast Michigan, said his group would not be poll watching, but, quote, if rioting happens, we will have to assess where are the damages. We protect our members first, then we reach out to law enforcement and see where we can help. So there goes your proof that they work in connection with law enforcement already. They're already working in conjunction with so-called law enforcement. The other thing is, you realize it said he's a firefighter. Did you catch that part where it said he's a firefighter? Did you get that? I want you to understand. Catch that part where he said he's a firefighter. Now, for those of you who live in the Northeast, I want to talk to my Northeast people right quick. For those of you who live in the Northeast, if you live in that Philadelphia area, here I go again, dropping specific places because I travel the country to my position. Whether you're talking about Germantown, whether you're talking about Plymouth Meeting, if you're in that Philadelphia area, so Germantown, Plymouth Meeting, you notice that you got those individuals, they work for the police, the fire departments, they stay out in those areas, all kinds of stuff goes down up there. They got all their little groups up there where they got to divide up these ethnic enclaves. Upstate New York, in New York, upstate New York, Boston, in Chicago. Remember, there's this Irish community up there right outside Chicago, where if you're black, you gotta watch yourself. Remember that one fellow got, I think, killed by an off-duty police officer or something like that, right there outside Chicago a couple years ago. They got all these little Irish and Italian communities where folks who are firefighters and police officers, auxiliary police officers, all over the damn place. All over the damn place. So, and another thing, do you notice where they work? They work for municipalities. Did you get that also? Oh, I'm spilling all the beans on. Did you notice that they work for municipalities? Mount Greenwood outside Chicago. Thank you very much, Mount Greenwood. Thank you very much. That was the name I was looking for. Mount Greenwood. Y'all remember that? Mount Greenwood. And do you notice that your tax dollars are paying for this? Your tax dollars are financing it. These ethnic enclaves where these individuals, they work for the police, they work for the fire department, they work for emergency services. And you see black folk have to sit up here and move around clandestinely. This guy's a firefighter saying, yes, I work for the fire department and I'm bringing my guns to the polls. Isn't that supposed to get you fired? When you go around saying stuff like that, how many of you work for a company that if you posted that online, you would lose your job? If you gave an interview saying something like that, you would lose your job. And this guy is sitting here talking to the damn LA Times and saying, oh yeah, I'm a firefighter and if we need to go make a move on some people, we're prepared to do that as well. So just understand, they're living in a whole totally different world from you and me. They go on to say the Department of Homeland Security warned this week that anti-government groups that carry out attacks over a perceived, quote, infringement of liberties and government overreach, with polling sites being, quote, likely flashpoints for political fight, for potential fight. A report by the Gibbons Wall Center to Prevent Gun Violence predicted, quote, it is likely that significant numbers of people will bring guns to polling places under the guise of preventing election fraud. Georgetown's law school created an online tool to check laws concerning guns at polling places. 25 states, including California, have statutes that criminalize certain paramilitary activity, according to the Georgetown Law Report. Black Lives Matter protesters in swing states also plan to go to polls to protect voters from being intimidated by right-wing groups. Quote, this could be the biggest voter turnout in history. A lot of them people of color, Keith Freeman, said Kewan Goldsmith, 19, a black activist college student, who led a protest against police brutality in Green Bay, Wisconsin on Saturday. Quote, if we need to be there for them to be protected so they can have their vote without fear, that's what we have to do. Rose, 55, said the Oath Keepers militia plans to proactively monitor polling places as it did during the last presidential election, reporting problems to police. It said it's most concerned with swing states such as Minnesota, North Carolina, and Wisconsin, and has intelligence analysts looking at other states where the votes expected to be close. Rose, a former criminal defense lawyer, tells members of his groups to obey the law and not menace voters. His group provided volunteer security at recent Trump rallies where he claimed supporters were attacked by armed counter-protesters. He fears they will show up at the polls where Trump supporters, many of whom tend to be skeptical about the dangers of COVID-19, are more likely to vote in person. Quote, I'll be voting in person and so will everybody else I know, and I think the radical left knows that, Rose said by phone while visiting Houston. He supports law enforcement, but said it had been so hands-off in protecting recent Trump rallies that at the polls, quote, I am not confident police will do their job. He advises groups onto the polls with their guns hidden because, folks, we want it to be difficult to know you're being watched, he added. You're not going to be able to tell who's an oath keeper and who's not. I'll tell my guys to stay concealed unless they're in a situation that requires them to be overt, such as protesters near the polls wielding guns. So there you go. That's white supremacy. So he can bring a gun to the poll.
Okay, so wow, that's some black for you. You know, so I don't watch everybody's content all the way through anymore. I just go through and I kind of analyze. I poke and prod. I pick bits and pieces to talk about. I still see Jason Black is going strong. You know, let's do. Because I was on a live stream of Mr. Research earlier today, so let's check that out.
But I also understand that for 50,000+ years, recorded history, they've been around, and that's why we're here today. So if they were so bad, perhaps we wouldn't be here. But I find it that let me get what City of Truth has to say. You can try to get on. I know he's driving. Go ahead, City of Truth.
Talk about her in the book, and they said that the way that we did like together, they no longer, the idea of a family doesn't appeal to this. It's like, you know, you have to go to the lower level.
Well, just for information's sake, just for information's sake, in her case, she did a strategic move because she knew the minute that she had a kid or either married that they would kick her off the throne. So the only way for her to strategically keep the throne was to not have a man involved at all. So go ahead.
It's just very situational. You know, you have to look at the whole situation. That's what I was saying.
Now, I did see the videos you put on about me, and they were pretty good. I did learn some things from, so shout out to you, even though it was a critique of me. I like critiques. So that was pretty good. So just applause to you for having a critical eye on how I could do better, present better. Good.
Yeah, and how big is this? If there's some of the trouble thing, right? I don't think you should approach guys like the OC or you know, from the standpoint of like trying to tell them what to do. What you should do is you should approach them and ask them, hey, what is it can I do to help you? Because
no. Here's why I don't do that. Because
all right, now see, I tried to give Mr. Research some tips about how to approach the Chuck, but he didn't want to listen. You know, he has his own ideas and his own, so you know, you gotta let people, you know, if people have that kind of mindset, you gotta let them do their thing. And whatever the results are, you know, they are what they are.
I just want to explain because maybe Forrest can referee this and show me where I'm wrong. I don't ask you guys how I can help you because until you guys get to the point, okay, first of all, let me clear it up because God is talking about here. I'm a career guy, okay? As a career guy, I'm on the front lines with white people, Asian people who think low of black people. They don't care about service workers. Indians, Pakistanis don't care about people who serve them. I can't go to a bartender and say, how can I help you? I can't go to a maitre d' or a hotel maid and say, how can I help you? Even though you're $1 million hotel maid, because that's how you make your tips, okay? I can't go to you until you get to the point where you're hiring other black men, okay? When you're hiring other black men, and I'm talking about giving a contract, it's a different thing. Because see, when I give B. Mays a career position, NC Worker, I can't let you on because I'm going to be shut down the stream, sorry. If I hire B. Mays, now B. Mays has disposable income where he can fight the police. Disposable income that's going to come every 2 weeks, as long as he don't screw it up. I'm giving him a career. But if I give him a contract, B Mays is gonna have some money some months he ain't. He might have to move to Michigan where the situation is better, and then he can have money every 2 weeks. It becomes very situational for him. So wait, let me just finish. So my only thing is, I'm glad you guys are doing what you're doing. My thing is, there's black men out there seeking power against white folks, power against Asians, power. And guess what? A contract is just not a powerful place to be. But I digress. Go ahead, sir. Yeah,
the power without the black business class. The black business class actually has the capital power.
How are you guys like? What I'm saying, how are you guys black business class? I'm black business class. Okay.
Before you started speaking, what I was going to say is this is why I'm going to position you as a piece of the public. Well, I'm going to say you have a background, right? As a finance, right? You got a background as a finance.
27 years of medical.
Now, I noticed when I asked him about his background in medical finance, he kind of tends to, usually he talks, doesn't hesitate to talk, but it's like he hesitated and thought about what he was going to say.
But currently I'm in medical finance. Yeah.
Okay, so you understand, I know you understand the financial side of things now. A perfect place to evaluate people is to some executives where the guys like who are doing some guys like you are doing authorities want to purchase certain stuff. Finance people out from the first structure. Give me a good job for people down. So I don't have to pay and coordinate what to do. So I can get out there and make money and figure out how I can spend. Figure out their fair, figure out their high no less. You see what I'm saying? You understand from that angle?
Yes, I do. And we're gonna let Force Window in the referee. Maybe I'm incorrect. My only problem with the theory is that okay. I can train. I used to work at night as a hotel manager. Okay. I can train a guy to travel the world, live over Japan right now. Within 8 to 10 months, I can get him trained well enough where he can be a hotel auditor, which is the third level of all hotels. Okay, manager, assistant manager, auditor. We get him trained to be an auditor in a year. He's going to do $70K minimum, if not more. Okay. He has a job forever, and he's within a power structure to where even if his trucking fails, he can fall back on his concierge hotel experience. He always got money. Even when he's 80 years old, he's always going to have this $70K that he can have just by playing the hotel game. That helps more people in a short amount of time. He can go over to be manager of a Holiday Inn after working at the Hilton for 2 years. He can go manage the Holiday Inn within 2 years and hire other people immediately. Respectful to your point, it relies a lot on a singular person. Time-wise, keyword time-wise, expanding at such a rapid pace to where they can hire. I used to lift trucks when I was a kid before I went overseas. I worked for Kenworth Trucking in Seattle. $100,000, $200,000 truck. How long does it take to pay back that money? And what contract? I know the trucking industry. The broker has a lot to do with that. I just want black men to take over the broker position because the Indians, from what I'm hearing, are about to. So it's just harder for me to put into that. I would be better putting into a guy who has a sandwich shop because.
Okay, I noticed he didn't put forth any information to back up what he just said about Indians taking over brokerage and trucking. He just said, well, this is what I hear, but he didn't qualify his source. He didn't bring up any supporting information or evidence or anything like that.
He has one across the street from a high school. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different concept. But let me bring forward Window in to referee the topic, not whether you are personally wrong or I'm personally wrong, just the topic, so that way we can all learn from a third party. Force Window. I think it's multi-level. There's levels to this. The average person, the layman person who drives a truck or who works in a construction site, their context is, yes, the next level for him would be getting contracts. The next level for him would be, okay, well, secure financing to move forward in being a being a person who supplies services so that more directly so that they can take more of the profits and enjoy that margin. From the top down, however, is what you talk about. It's going to be management and the key positions of procurement where we can secure it, we can give people those contracts that we choose, and they will be a reliable resource for the organization that we represent. So there's multiple levels to this, and they span the gamut from social, economical, political, and of course personal, because I'm a firm believer that all business is the root of all business, actually relationships. Regardless of who
we're dealing with. Everybody in business wants to deal with somebody number one, no. They know who they are, even if they know by second hand. You know, my brother brought this person to me. He says that they're good to do business with. I'm going to work with them.
Hold on. I'm going to let you finish. But ladies and gentlemen, relationships. This is why I tell people about suits and ties. Okay? A lot of you guys don't believe in suits and ties, and I get it. You don't need that to make money. I don't need it to pimp women or to sell drugs. But when you want to interact with other people who have family money, even the farmer puts on a suit. Even the oil rig guy puts on a suit. Even the cow guy, the guy who rides cow manure puts on a suit when you want to deal with business people in a business room. So a lot of times, suits, gentlemen, if you don't have a suit, you're not really doing big business. You're hustling. I give you that. You're making your money, but we all make money within 10 to 20 years. It's whether you got it at 70 and 80. That's where the thing comes in at. Go ahead, Fourth Window. Continue to educate on that topic.
Great point. As far as suits, because that's on code. People who are in that sphere, that level. That's their daily dress. That's their uniform, if you will. So for that level, absolutely, there's a dress code. There's a code. There's a way of conduct. There's rules of engagement, and that's it. Having said that, it's a culture within itself, and it cuts across racial barriers. Right? It's just money at that level. It's just money. You know, can you provide the service that my company is looking for at a price that I'm satisfied with, and are you accountable?
And like I said before, racist white men have helped me more than black women have.
Well,
racist white men saw that they could make money with me.
Listen, man. You know, I'll be the first one to say I absolutely hate that truth, but I know it's the truth.
Right? I know it's the truth. It's weird to say. You know what, CA? You just not like those other ones. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I mean, I even called a guy when I just got to Seattle at 18. I saw a guy I was working with, and he thought he was slick. He thought I left. He said, "You left me back there to do the nigga work." And I walked in on the BP, and I said, "Whoa! Did he just say?" I said, "I don't even want him back in my warehouse. I'm 18 running a warehouse. Okay, talk my way into that shit. I have to tell you that story one day. But my whole point is, yes, I understand City of Truth's point. We're gonna let him talk again, but I understand City of Truth's point. I'm not bashing trucking, and maybe I need to articulate it a better way. I just see a better, faster way to get the same type of money, minus $1 million, through hotels. But if a person has a contract, I want black men to win. I just to Force Windows' point, I believe the stronger thing we need to go after is those broker positions. I think the stronger thing we need to go after is those dispatch positions. Because if the Indians and Pakistanis get a hold of that, black men will no longer be getting those calls and they'll have to fight for it. But go ahead,
talk about that. Now, as far as that's not black people who are great voters. Okay, the problem is black people who are not supposed to. They're not ready anymore. And so there are black people, I don't know that, who are inactive, who go to states, who can tell you all about how to go to roads, how to go to states. You have to get the people that are. You know, we can't do, we can't. We probably was like we can do all of other communities. We'll see another community, you know, we'll see a white man, you know, make a slam dunk. And they're like, oh, slam dunk. You know, they can make slam dunks all day, but we want to get an A when another person who does it just because they're going to do. The reality is, we have our own people in this industry. We just got to talk to them. As far as, what are you going to say about like the black business class? Like, you were saying something about the black business class. But what point are you trying to make?
So this is one thing I was discussing with Game Changer. This is why Screen Learning had the classic video, which I'm going to premiere on here. This is the research on the vault versus Game Changers get the bag. When you are working for somebody picking cotton, you are in business. You are the business of a cotton picker. You are in business by definition, but you're not controlling the market. You're not controlling, to Force Windows' point, key elements of that industry that you're operating in. You don't realize you're a cotton picker. I'm a cotton picker to a degree. I just happen to manage white people, Asian people, and Indians. I'm a cotton picker to a degree. So people will say, okay, well, Mr. Research, you're a cotton picker. You're right, but I'm not down there in regards to perception of power. Even the CEO is a cotton picker to his board. Everybody's a cotton picker, but you got to understand who you are on the plantation. And so when we talk about business, everybody does business. But by definition, and I always go to this Western definition, when you are controlling a team, when you are hiring and firing, that's when you're truly in business. Every business course will tell you that. Every business course. So And I know we as black people don't want to hear it because it don't sound good. I sold dope to the community. I destroyed some lives. I stopped selling dope out of guilt. I made more money selling weed. I didn't even think that market was like that. But guess what me and my friend did? We redefined how weed was being sold. We realized that there was a party crowd. We realized there was gay dudes. We realized there was white boys who didn't really want to come to the hood. And we went out and found those markets. And we said, nothing less than an ounce. We're coming to you. It's an ounce and up. So we shortly went from dime bags to pounds. This is what Forrest Whitaker just said. Know the key elements of this and get to it the quickest way possible. I'm just translating what he said. This is where business is. So I don't mean to crap on blue collar or guys who got trades. But my question is, just like I said to one brother who was welding, why are you building shit and asking people to buy it? You guys say welding is so great. Why are they just not hiring you? Where is your union? Why can't you go to Jersey right now and start making money? That's because the trade I'm almost in. That's because the trade that person got into, he didn't think it all the way through. But now he's invested, now he's stuck. Go ahead.
The brother really did it. He owns his own welding business, or
in his mind, he has a business.
Okay, so consider that right there is what I have an issue with. He said, in his mind, he owns a business. That right there shows an inherent disrespect for the brother, and disrespect for the, the brother's position as a business owner and as a businessman. Kevin, we'll have to tackle that in a whole nother video because that opens up a whole nother can of worms.
Okay, so he does have a business, even though you may not think much of his business, another half of his business. Is that you gotta understand the value of a black business. What a black business is. What black business is. Okay, if you have a group, you have a revenue generating mechanism. Okay, revenue generating. Okay, that can get cash flow. Okay, you can take that cash. You got other things to do, and then the company is not doing it.
Hello?
You're an owner, you obviously should know when just come in, but they decide, they don't like you anymore and decide that you're fired, like what happens to a lot of black people's jobs. The problem with the guy who's the manager at the Holiday Inn or Best Western, like we were talking about, is the manager ultimately got used to. And the regional managers and some who are above him at any moment, if they decide they don't like it or they want to get something cheaper, they can remove him. And just like that, his job is on everyone's job.
Yeah, I say the same thing about the CEO.
So, but if you have black people own their own hotel, okay, now they're in a position of power.
True.
They own hotel.
True. But a person with a contract doesn't own anything.
Not in hands. Not in power. Because I'm sure that's the point I'm saying.
No, you said the same thing that I said. A CEO isn't like nobody bored. He's a cotton picker at the end of the day. We're all cotton pickers. Do some research on cotton picking. But the person with a contract is less than that. The person with the contract, every morning, every week, they have to see what's available. Yes, they own their own welding. That doesn't mean they're going to eat this month. I don't know. Forrest Whitaker, maybe I'm wrong. That's taking that.
No, I don't think you're wrong. It's not even a matter of wrong, right, wrong. It's a matter of degrees lining up. Because for the trucking person or the contractor who comes along and sees a contract or a series of trucking contracts, or a construction guy who needs a series of construction contracts, versus the man who he owns the Smith Center and he wants to build a new ballet. The disconnect between the two becomes a matter of class exposure, which is something that black businesses tend to lack. When we start talking about viable business opportunities, we lack the access to those people. And when I say that, I mean that, having been I'm
sorry. And many times, generally, we don't get access because they.
All right, now, he doesn't have any proof of that black businesses lack access to influential people and stuff like that. All of that is just he's going off of his belief. So he brought forth no evidence, not even any anecdote. He just made a statement, and it was what it was.
Put on the suit and go to election where the access is there.
That's a good point. No, that's a great point. Because you have to adapt. Business requires an adaptation. And you have to learn to be multilingual in business. So if you're an effective business person, one, you can delegate extremely well. That's the first thing. But then beyond that, if you don't have others to delegate for you, you have to be able to reach across the aisle with different levels of people, whether it be the guy in the warehouse, whether it be the guy on the construction site, all the way up to the guy that makes decisions and signs the text. So those are the things that would allow for us as people moving forward to keep in mind to say, okay, wait a minute. They have the contract, I have the shipping company. How do I get in contact? Because I've watched the other groups of non-black people do that all day. They go golfing tournaments, they go to basketball tournaments, they go to softball tournaments, and all they do is all it is relationship.
That's why I went to the Russian beauty pageant, just to see how they move.
And the challenge for the guy who is the owner of a small chunky company or the owner of a small construction company is to see the value in that, to understand his network is his power.
So let me stop there. So I guess how people confuse me is he just said network is power. I want there to be several trucking owners operators, but I want there to be several. I want there to be several. We ran everything in 1970, and black men gave it away because they allowed the white man to tell them, you don't need no union, but the union was the strength of what we needed. They allowed the white woman to tell black women.
Now, this is very crucial. This research has this mentality of bringing back labor unions of the 1970s, labor unions that failed, labor unions that were corrupt, labor unions that did all types of deals with organized crime and they couldn't even deliver for their members in a lot of sense, but yet they were still taking money from people. And my thing is this: if the unions were so crucial and so important, why didn't the black men of that time period fight to preserve them? Why did you wait all the way to 2020, okay, to start talking about unions again? But that's just my question. I digress.
He's the black man now that you got the right to vote, and the black woman listen, they start turning against the white man. This has been going on for a while. So I guess maybe I need to say it in a different way. I do agree. MOT does hire black men. There are some people who hire black men, but I need that to be more than 20%. All right, can you hear me? Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Now, can you repeat the part again about the white man and the black man?
Okay, so it goes back to suit and ties. I did the suit and tie series on O'Shea Show back in the day.
Okay, cool. So I think that's gonna be enough for tonight. I may live stream again tomorrow night and finish out the rest of the conversation and dissect and analyze it. But I think I did enough for the night. It's an hour and 17 stream. It's a busy day tomorrow, and I'm gonna end it right here. Get the likes up. Thank you for watching.